A'udhu billahi minash shaitan rajim. People speaking about this, because this ties in even what you're talking about today, whether it's going to be the greater world climate right now going on, the whole Ukraine crisis, and we'll speak a bit about that after this. But, or people worried about, um, I don't know, people, groups, factions, politics, society, climate, whatever it is. Maybe it's on a personal scale, their health, maybe it's as long as you are taking that step. Because look, you have no other choice but to go on, that the journey must go on. This verse of the Quran is so empowering from Surah Hud, verse 81, and it's towards the ending of the verse where Allah, and even though the context, you see, the Quran, this is from the beauty and the miracle of the Quran, that its words are in superpositions. They can mean different things to different people at different times. And that's the miraculous beauty of the Quran. And this verse, that alaysa subhu biqarib, Allah. Allah says in Surah Hud at the end of verse 81, that is not the morning near. Honestly, that is so, in this one little verse, so much is being said. Alaysa subhu biqarib. And it's a subah because inna maw'idahum as-subah. That's speaking about the full verse, that's speaking about a people and whatever that they appointed time was the morning. But this, taking this part of the verse, that alaysa subhu biqarib. See, the darkest hour is before dawn. No matter what your struggle in life, just you have to keep going. You have to. That there will be daylight, there will be morning. And alaysa subhu biqarib. When you think about it, isn't it soon? Isn't morning just near? And that's, wallahi, such an empowering, inspiring verse in the darkest of your moments, to just repeat that to yourself, that alaysa subha biqarib, and just keep going. Allahu Akbar. And tying in with that, it is important, ever too important, that whatever our journey, our task, our project, our plan is, it will only happen if we strive for it. This verse, these two verses from Surah An-Najm, that وَأَن لَيْسَ لِلْإِنسَانِ إِلَّا مَا سَعَى. Okay. وَأَن لَيْسَ لِلْإِنسَانِ إِلَّا مَا سَعَى وَأَنَّ سَعْيَهُ سَوْفَ يُرَى. That insan will only have that which he or she actually took the effort for. If you strive for it, you will have it. وَأَنَّ سَعْيَهُ سَوْفَ يُرَى. That you may not see it right now, but it will be seen. Have that zarasi himmat, that strength to keep going. Doesn't matter, even if you failed. So often I tell you, I'll begin things and I get distracted. Months may go by. I'll be distracted with other things. Maybe sometimes years have gone by. And then someday I'll just think, yeah, I wanted to do this little. I think, let's start now. Let's just start. So what if we fail? But till we fail, we ain't gonna fail. Jello, when that point comes, we'll deal with it. But let's start now. Nobody's coming to help you. Nobody's coming to set you up in life. You want a business going, you want to be independent, you want to learn something, you want your problems to be solved. Nobody's coming to fix your stuff. It's a you problem. That وَأَلَيْسَ لِلْإِنسَانِ إِلَّا مَا سَعَى. You could be the holiest of people, you could be the worst of people. It makes no difference. You have to still get up and walk to get your food and to do. There is no separate system. Allah says to Maryam alayhi salam in the Quran, when she was heavily pregnant and distraught and in need of food, energy, Allah says, Huzzi ilayki bijith'in nakhla, that shake the tree towards you. The fruits will drop. If Allah wanted, He could have made the fruits come to her, let's say. Or at the very least, Allah could have made a wind come and the fruits drop and easily. I mean, that's still within the laws of nature. But there's a lesson in this for people. You see, it's not obviously it's about Maryam alayhi salam, but it's even greater than Maryam alayhi salam. It's the journey of insan. Even when you're vulnerable. See, like she was vulnerable, heavily pregnant. She was distraught, anxiety, fear, but you still have to do the work. So it's more about the lesson for those people reading it. So, أَن لَيْسَ لِلْإِنسَانِ إِلَّا مَا سَعَى وَأَنَّ سَعْيَهُ سَوْفَ يُرَى. It will be seen. Allah says, it will be seen. Now, you see, with that verse, somebody may ask a question. You may say to yourself, well, sometimes I do all this hard work, and where was it then? I did that project and it failed. Nothing good came out of that. I took that business venture and I was trying to do a good deed. I was trying to help someone or help people, and now I'm just in debt. Or I suffered financially. Or I did this and I lost, and that happens. It's the nature of the dunya that, people get done onto at times. And you say, well, I thought وَأَنَّ سَعْيَهُ سَوْفَ يُرَى, that my efforts are supposed to be seen. So where they at? What's happening? So this verse that you can see here from Surah Al-Baqarah 110, that وَمَا تُقَدِّمُوا لِأَنفُسِكُم مِّنْ خَيْرٍ. You see, whatever positivity you are bringing forward, whatever goodness, تَجِدُوهُ, you will see its fruits. And if it doesn't materialize and manifest in front of you in this world, تَجِدُوهُ عِنْدَ اللَّهِ, you will find it with God. And you asked, but who gets to see it? I did this and it went to ruins and it backfired on me. I was trying to do something good, or I was trying to help someone, or I was doing this project and it ended up with a loss, and nobody even saw the hard work that went into it. وَأَنَّ سَعْيَهُ سَوْفَ يُرَى. Where is it yura? أين يرى? That where is it seen? You ask yourself that where is it seen? That I did all this, and doesn't the verse say أَنَّ سَعْيَهُ سَوْفَ يُرَى, that his efforts will be seen? And you see the answer here. Surah Baqarah 110. Inna Allah bima ta'luna basir. Allah is forever seeing and watchful of what you have been doing. You see, we all want to, in our minds, we have a story, we have this thing that we are being watched in a nice way as well. And sometimes a person brings that into quote, well, nobody saw me. I did all this and it went to waste and nobody even knows about it. Huh? It could happen. A person thinks, well, I did all of this and I don't even get any appreciation. In fact, nobody even knows. Nobody may even believe that I did it. I fluked it. Who would believe that I did this and I've got nothing and nothing to prove it? Inna Allah bima ta'maluna basir. Allah saw it. Here in Surah Baqarah 110, Allah is consoling you. See, and there are these hyperstructures between the ayat of the Quran. They are connected. The whole thing is connected. So a person, he must strive, she must strive, they must do their struggle, they must be on their journey, and it will materialize, it will manifest. And when it doesn't apparently manifest, then it is with God, and Allah has seen everything and the hard work that you have put in to whatever it is you are doing. But being reminded that you will see the fruits even there. This is like the safety net that, you're totally, but you will see. And yes, you may look around, when it's night, you can't see anything. I mean, especially if it's not a well lit, like a dark night, not the moon ain't out and no street lights, and you can't see far ahead. And for that, in Surah Hud, alaysa subha biqari, that in a while it will become daylight. Everything, rays of hope and light, and they will envelop you, envelop every single thing around you. And in a way, look, listen, check this. I know night and day are such an obvious phenomenon to us, but let's say they weren't. When it's night, right now, pitch black, if you were to tell someone that there will be light everywhere, it's almost like a perceptible impossibility. Except we know it happened. But if we minus that knowledge for a moment, like let's say, a person didn't have that memory, it's almost impossible that they would believe that light everywhere. Alaysa subha biqarib. Allah, honestly, such an inspiring and beautiful verse of the Quran. And those verses, these verses that I've shared, they really empower us to keep focused on our goals and targets. May Allah bless our efforts and show us their fruits of positivity. Ameen. All right, let's